So, when it comes to modeling that authenticity and creating an environment for them to be resilient, how do you help parents unpack who like they themselves are, answering that fundamental question, who am I? Because I just did this exercise with one of my teachers just yesterday, which I found to be like the timing of this was so perfect. And the homework was like, who do you think you are? And I did what I imagine a lot of your fans and your viewers do as well, which is identify with roles. Like I wrote down, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a podcaster, I'm this. And he's just sitting there with a smile and shaking. And he's like, you just described doing. That's what Candice is doing. That's not who you are. So how do you get down and like peel that onion back to who am I?
Right, and that takes a very consistent wisdom practice. My work integrates Eastern spirituality and Western psychology for that reason, that the Western world is so consumed by the doing that we're forgetting the forest for the trees. We're just always focused on the next achievement, on the next obstacle, on the next trophy. And we're not focused on the fact that our children are, just through their beingness, whole and worthy. They don't need to prove it, but we've gotten so off track that we've been raising children to feel like they need to prove themselves constantly versus be who it is they are and then do, but out of being, not do because they are not being, right? The doing cannot replace the being, but we don't focus on that enough in childhood. And because we don't focus on that enough in childhood, our children are left thinking, okay, what is the next doing? What else can I do? And we're just craving and seeking the next doing, and it'll never feel good enough because only a connection to the being is ever sturdy enough to hold us through life. And that's what Eastern spirituality teaches, is how do you stay connected to the I am, not the I am a mother, I am a child, I am a podcaster, just the I am. I am fully ready, whole, fulfilled, and empowered just as I am. It's a very powerful shift that can only come with the cultivation of wisdom. Somebody who's hearing this goes, oh my God, I've been in the doing. I need to go and find my I am. And the way to do that really is to go on a journey with a therapist, for meditation. You have to really cut the cords to the external world to a degree to refocus back on ourselves.
Mhm. No, I think that's great advice. My homework for that was at some point this week, I have to pick a busy day and cancel everything and not do anything. He's like, you cannot do anything and then just see who shows up because you get stuck in this trap of trying to like conquer and earn and advance. And we get stuck. I don't know if you're familiar with Emily Fletcher.
Mhm.
Yeah. So she was talking in one of her meditation courses about like how we just kind of go to the gym with this one thing and we're like, do, conquer, conquer, conquer. And then on the other side, we have this like intuition and curiosity and creativity and spirituality that is just atrophying on the other side because we're just neglecting like quite literally half of our brain and that half of creation by thinking that action is the only thing that matters.
Exactly. And, that assignment is so beautiful because it will teach you to feel complete just as you are. And that is the key. And once you can get in touch with that and stay married to that, then whether you get a compliment, whether you get rejected, you get the raise, you get the job promotion, all of that is extra, but it's not going to crush you because you've already established that I'm good enough without anything. I'm good enough on my own without a relationship. I'm good enough without my child. I'm good enough without the trophy. Now, what you going to take away from me? So then life becomes what they call Lila play, which is everything is for fun now. Now I'm just having fun through this journey called life. Whereas with the old mentality, that is your life. It's not I'm having fun with my life. I'm playing with my life. That is my life. And that is what is called Maya, an illusion. So we have to learn these concepts of Eastern spirituality in order to empower yourself.
No, I I 100% agree. I think that I mean, I get really excited when I see this mass interest accumulating of spirituality. You can't go to a store without like them having at least a little section off into like whether it's like crystals or books or meditation. And I think like that's a beautiful first step for a lot of people is connecting to something that's bigger than them and having an idea that there is something bigger than them.
Yes, yes. And when parents get that, and many parents whose children are threatened by a life disease like a terminal illness, or they themselves are, they get that. Why do we wait for that in order to teach us that, listen, I don't care about the grades. I'm so sorry I yelled at you because you didn't eat your carrots. You came home 30 minutes late. I get it. I get it. I'm so glad you're alive. And I know that seems so simple, and life is not so simple, but life is that simple. If we can just focus on well being, on our connection, on presence, on simplicity, on the here and now, then, like I said, first connect to all that. Then you can add on the harp, the flute, the mountain skiing, the travel to, a fancy nation. After you have established that we are good enough, we're happy in this moment, we don't need people to define us, we don't need achievements to define us. Now, that child raised by that parent will be a very different child than the one who is trained to move from achievement to achievement.
Yeah, I again, I agree entirely.